Hello everyone, Adriana here at AW Advanced Aesthetic Training. I'm happy to have a new webinar today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're enjoying these webinars, and you will get in updates on all the new information that we're having coming up for 2024. Let's get together, let's join, and let's dive into our presentation. This is going to be a very exciting webinar as we'll be talking about a lot of the myths in the industry, what's true and what's not true. Let's dive in and get started. Here is a picture I want to share of me and my daughter. And basically the outcome of this webinar, as you can see here, is we're offering education. We're offering information that will be effective with your clients to understand the scientific reasoning behind some of these myths that exist in the industry. And this way you can build a better relationship with them and they will be more loyal. Remember, knowledge is power when you apply. Remember, in the skincare industry, it's crucial to be updated. There are a lot of clinical studies that one thing today it's great and people can benefit, but tomorrow it's not, and then they have the newest thing. So it's important that you get educated because this is going to impact your relationship with your client. As they can trust you more, they will be more comfortable because they know that you have education and that you stay up to date with all the trends. Myth number 1. Shaving makes the hair grow back thicker. This is absolutely not true, especially if you're doing dermaplaning. It doesn't change the histology of the hair at all. The only thing it's going to do is remove the stratum corneum and remove some of the vellus hair to enhance the absorption of products. So no, it is not true. This is one of my favorites. Pores can open and close. It's very important to clarify that pores do not open, because in order to have any type of movement in the human body, we need to have muscles, correct, to open and close. Pores don't have muscles, therefore they don't have the ability to close and open, especially if we are under the steamer. It would make the skin a little more plywood, and it will make the pores to be a little bit, the skin to be a little bit softer if you're going to do extractions. But no, it does not change. They do not move. Let's completely remove this from what we've learned. Natural products are always better. Let me just tell you that natural products are great and they're very beneficial for the skin, especially they're safe and effective. However, as we get older, we need a little bit more than just natural ingredients. We're going to need growth factors, we need peptides, brighteners. So there's a lot more as we get older than we need. They are great, but that doesn't mean that they are better. Next one is oily skin doesn't need moisturizers. So let's think about this. We do need to hydrate the skin always. We tend to believe that if the skin is oily, we don't want to use moisturizers because it can't make it worse. The reality is that sometimes when the skin is very dry and it doesn't have enough moisturizer, it will tend to produce extra oil. So it's very interesting. There is a fine line. And maintaining hydration of the skin will actually help to balance the oils on the skin. So this is a very interesting one. Okay, not sure if you have heard this one, but tanning is a safe way to clear acne. Definitely not. It may look better because it's tan, but it's actually going to get worse because now we have sun exposure that is excessive and it can cause damage, hyperpigmentation, and aging. In addition, the bacteria can become worse because the heat will actually spread some of that bacteria. So it is absolutely not true. We want to stay away from the sun regardless because we want to have beautiful skin and the sun will age us completely. You should exfoliate every day. Okay, exfoliation is great. Let's talk about it a little bit. It removes the dead cells. It's going to regrow skin. Cell division is going to stimulate. However, over-exfoliation can damage the skin protective barrier. And especially on skin that is sensitive. Rosacea, for example, eczema. Any of these skins don't require exfoliation daily. I personally believe that a good exfoliation once a week is completely fine and safe. If the patient is having a little bit of sensitivity, then we want to do an enzyme, perhaps papaya or pineapple. And if they're a little bit older, thicker skin, we can go a little bit into the acids. So exfoliating every day is actually not good for the skin. We want to make sure that we don't over exfoliate because we want to keep the protective barrier of the skin very healthy. In reference to exfoliation, I've also heard another myth. You should scrub your skin strongly to remove the dead cells. Not necessarily true. We have to educate our clients that gentle exfoliation is more effective and safer. Harsh exfoliant, really thick, can lead to hypersensitivity and damage of the barrier of the skin. It will disrupt the barrier of the skin. So we want to use safe, effective exfoliation that is gentle, and gradually do it and not all in one time, because instead of helping the patient, is going to create more damage and more sensitivity. This one I've heard since I was younger. Chocolate causes acne. I remember in my teenager years, I heard that lots from my mother and family members. And the reality is that there's no scientific evidence that chocolate will activate acne or create acne. There's nothing in writing that exists. So please enjoy a piece of chocolate. Don't prohibit yourself, because there is no scientific evidence on this topic. Okay, anti-aging products can eliminate wrinkles completely. We have to be realistic when it comes to clients' expectations. Remember, there is volume loss. We can lose fat on the face, then we need fillers. We can lose bone, hollowness of the area, thinning of the jawline. None of these things can be fixed with creams. So sometimes, because we have not only depletion of collagen, but loss of fat, muscle, and bone, we will see sagginess of the skin. So anti-aging products will always help with the quality of the skin, with the fine lines, not with the deep dynamic wrinkles. So this is really important that we always explain. I was working with a doctor talking about PRP. He says, I don't really believe that works. And I said, doctor, I know you do facelift, and that's great, because that's what you do. However, as a plastic surgeon, you cannot work with the quality of the skin. As an esthetician, that's what we do. Quality of the skin. So the wrinkles, especially dynamic and deep wrinkles, will not go away with anti-aging products or creams. I love this one because all of our clients or patients always said, when you put a product, oh my gosh, I feel it, it's actually doing something. So products must tingle or burn to be effective? Absolutely not true. We need to educate our clients or our patients that any burning sensation is an indicator of irritation. It's not because the product is working, it's because there's an irritation on the skin. This is a good one. I think we all fall into these categories sometimes. Expensive products are always better. What do you guys think? So unfortunately, just because it's more expensive doesn't mean that it's better. Keep in mind that a lot of companies in the skincare have very high prices because they use their margins into marketing. And that's why. So I would guide your customer into teaching them the quality of the products can change, and they have different price ranges. Doesn't mean because it's more expensive it's better. We have to look for quality of products, and they come in different price ranges. All right, this is an interesting one. You don't need sunscreen on cloudy days or even inside. Let's think about it for a minute. UV rays can penetrate clouds and windows. Yes, it does. We do need sun protection all year round and constantly. Reapply every 2 or 3 hours. There are different sunscreens. Some are very light and sheer that you can reapply safely, and there are some that you can use outside, a little bit thicker or waterproof. So make sure you have different sun protections. I have one that I use when I go out, when I'm running or I'm at the beach, and then I have the one that I use daily with my makeup when I'm working or at the office. So yes, you do need sunscreen all year around constantly. All right, blackheads are caused by dirt. We hear that a lot, and I don't want you to tell your clients, oh my gosh, you need to clean your nose, it's dirty, because it has nothing to do with dirt. This is a misconception by explaining that blackheads are a result from dirt. It's really a result from oxidized sebum. So when we have sebum, it oxidizes, it turns black, and with the time, when it's not removed, the bacteria, it hardens and it turns black. So it is not dirt, it's sebum. So we've got to make sure that we explain that to them. And yes, they do need constant cleaning to make sure that they don't have any blackheads in the future. I really love this webinar. It's so many things that we learn. I've always said learning is very easy. Unlearning is what takes time. That's the hardest part, right? So let's unlearn something else. The skincare products can detox your skin. What do you guys think? Detoxifying the skin. Well, let's clarify to our clients that the body naturally detoxifies itself. It has the ability to heal itself. It has the ability to detoxify. And the skin products are not going to accelerate this process or make it faster. So this is definitely a myth that it's not correct. Interesting, huh? All right, this is an interesting one because I did it when I was younger. Toothpaste can clear up pimples. Hey, I think we all have done it. Really, toothpaste was designed for teeth, not for acne, and it doesn't work. What it does is accelerates irritation on the face. It's not going to clear the pimples, so we need to have an acne treatment. Toothpaste, absolutely not. It very irritates the skin. And I have seen also hyperpigmentation because it gets burned and they go to the sun, it's irritated and it creates hyperpigmentation. So absolutely not true. There are a lot of products in the market that are spot treatments that work very well for this matter. All right, more product, better results. I have a little bit of mixed emotions here because when we were in school, I speak for myself, I was told to use very little product because we don't want to waste because they are expensive. In reality, it's because the schools obviously don't want to pay for the product, but we do need to be generous when we're in the treatment room applying product to make sure that it's absorbed and that the skin is going to look great. However, overdoing it, especially retail when they're at home, it's not going to help. It can cause irritation. Just a general amount of product, just reasonable is the word I want to use. Reasonable amount of product is good for the skin. I do believe in serums. We have our Fusion line, and I've been using the XFC Plus Face, which is for lifting with organic silica, hyaluronic acid, and DMAE, which I love, love, love. And I do apply generously on my face and neck at night because it's liquid. It's not a moisturizer. It's not heavy. Is it going to do better if I apply the whole vial? Probably not. You just want to do enough that your skin receives and sucks in and it looks great. So no, more product doesn't make it better, especially when it comes to moisturizers, and keeping in mind that a lot of products can be irritating for the skin. Let's continue to talk about products. So products that are homemade and remedies are always safer and effective, and it's not necessarily. It can be very harmful if it's not formulated properly. We are not chemists, and I know we like to mix and try different things, but be very careful because it can actually change the pH, it can clog the pores, it can be irritating, and we don't know what's compatible with what, so I'll be very, very careful. So no, it's not always safe and effective. It can be harmful. This is a very popular one, and I'm sure you had a lot of customers inquiring on enlarged pores. So it says you can shrink your pores. Give you a minute to think about that. I know we heard microneedling and lasers can help with this. Just keep in mind that they cannot change the pore size permanently. The only thing that is going to do is reduce the appearance of the large pores. Why is that? Because it produces collagen. The more collagen we have, the tighter the skin is, so that pore, it's tighter, so it's less visible. Now think about microdermabrasion, exfoliations. The more skin you remove, as you go down, the pore gets bigger. So we have to be very careful because the pores will not change. Once they are enlarged, it's permanent. We can just change the look of the skin. We can improve the appearance of these pores, but they will not change completely and close. Here is a good one. The skin adapts to products, so you need to switch them up. So we try to say don't use it for too long. We'll switch you into something else. We'll treat pigmentation today. Tomorrow we'll treat collagen. Let's emphasize that consistency in life on everything, including skincare. It's the base of results. If we want to get results, we got to have consistency on anything we do in life, including the skincare routine. It is more effective and it has more results. They can change it, once they use it for a long amount of time if they want to try something, but they really have to be consistent in order to see results. As a matter of fact, when you're using a skincare product, you're not going to see complete results immediately. I tell our customers it's going to take at least 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, to really start noticing a complete change on the skin. So consistency is key, not switching products every week. All oils are bad for oily skin. So we think of oily skin and oils, and it doesn't sound like a good combination, but let's keep in mind, we can educate your customers that there are different types of oils like grapeseed, tea tree, squalene. They're very lightweight and they will not affect the skin if you have a little bit of oil. They actually can be very hydrating. So this is definitely not accurate. We also tell our customers to drink a lot of water to keep the skin hydrated. Yes, hydration is key. I agree, and drinking a lot of water for the health and for the body. However, topical moisturizers are very important to ensure skin hydration, and we can use serums. There are so many serums in the market that are great. Hyaluronic serum, it's amazing. We have multipeptides, anti-aging. Our Mix Lab has several types of serums. This is what's going to ensure skin hydration. Adding a serum every night, and I can tell you from my experience, I've always used moisturizer and sleeping mask. And when I switched to do more of the serums, I've been using the Fusion, as I told you before, some of these vials, I definitely can see the difference in my skin more than drinking 10 glasses of water every day. Definitely, it goes hand in hand. It needs products, it needs moisturizers, it needs serums in order to stay hydrated, not just water. This is really good about skincare packaging. It says skincare packaging doesn't matter. And I hear this a lot. It says the product is not the packaging. Well, this is also a myth because packaging is crucial when we're talking about skincare products. Some of the products are light sensitive. For example, on our Fusion brand, you will see on our vials that we have dark vials and we have clear. The dark is because the product is sun sensitive. So the exposure of sun will damage the product and it's not going to be a spot. And then you have containers that are clear. So packaging is crucial for the products. If you want something sterile, also you're going to have a sterile cream. Packaging is really important. So let's just remove this from our brain that packaging doesn't matter, because it is really important when you're getting skincare products. Keep this in mind next time you meet with the cosmetic company or skincare company that you work with, and ask them about their packaging and how it protects the products. Never pop pimples. This is an interesting one. I'm sure you tell your kids every day not to do it. So yeah, it is important not to do it, because if you're not a professional, you can leave scarring and damage of the skin, but it's very important to clear that bacteria. So it's important to get it out, but it has to be with hygiene and caution and professionally. So we should get that out. We should just not take it upon ourselves to do it, because we can leave damage on the skin. The order of your skincare products does not matter. So I hear just use your serums, your creams, your sunblock. Don't worry, you can put your spray, your toner. The reality is that we do need to have a sequence and emphasis on this to our clients, because it's important that they understand that the thinnest products during the day are better to be used, and then it will progress into thicker formulations until the sunblock, which is last. For nighttime, the benefits of makeup removers and oils and cleansing before adding moisturizers and serums, or actually serums and moisturizers. Serum should be first 20 minutes, let it dry, and then apply moisturizer over. So it is important, and to give time between one product and the other for better absorption and not mix, and especially to stick to one line, which I like. If I'm using my Fusion products or Exception products, I stay within that line. And just have an order, go from the thinners to the thickest, and this way you will get better results. Niacinamide and retinol don't mix. So this is another myth. I want you to know that in fact they can complement each other beautifully. They can promote the skin renewal, preventing wrinkles, preventing lines. It's actually a very good combination. We have both on the Mix Lab and on both lines, Fusion and Exception. So they actually can be very, very beneficial for skin and complement each other. Dark circles. We have a lot of people complaining about dark circles under the eyes. It's saying that it can be reversed. It's absolutely not true. It really depends on the expectations. Let's remember that dark circles, the cause can be many things. A lack of a mineral, lack of sleep, stress, hereditary, loss of bone with aging that creates hollowness, microcirculation that creates redness. So there are various different reasons why this can happen. Now, products like niacinamide, vitamin C, azelaic acid can help to change the appearance and make it a little bit better or brighter. Like, for example, we have the Ultimate Ice Cream that has a little bit of lactic acid, and this lactic acid will brighten a little bit of that area to give it a better look. So it's not going to reverse 1,000% or 100%, but we also need to find the causes in order to have a proper treatment. Creams just don't get rid of it completely. Absolutely not true. It would help, but it will not reverse. If you have an account with us and you're carrying our brands, Vision and Exception, we do have materials that you can download that will validate the efficacy of our skincare lines. We have research, we have real results, we have before and afters, and we have clinical studies that will help you better understand the products and the consistency and the ingredients, and to make sure that they are effective. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel or subscribe on our website to join the newsletter, and we'll be happy to send you some recommendations. We'll be happy to send you some of the studies that we have at no cost. We just want you to have it. We want you to learn. We want you to grow with us. If you guys don't know me, I've been doing this for 9 years, and my main goal is to connect with professionals to help each other and support each other. And that's what we're here in this journey of life. So do you have our website there, and you also are watching this through our YouTube, please subscribe and you'll get more information. Just a little bit about ourselves. We are in the business of education, and we carry 2 skincare lines, Vision Mesotherapy, which is pre and post procedure skincare product, especially microneedling, lasers, transdermal delivery. And we teach through education. We do have a free class that you can purchase, or you can actually get, not purchase, online. You can open an account on our website and you can get the class, and it's completely free. It will give you a certificate, and it will give you some information about some of the products that we carry. This is our second line. It's our sister line. It's same manufacturer, Exception products. Exception is peelings, brightening of the skin, beautiful line, pre and post procedure as well, but mainly so brightening of the skin. We have different peels for aging, for pigmentation, for sensitive skin, and we have also a class that is very informative. You just got to open an account with your professional license, and you can get this class for free. Also, it's free education available to you. I always like to give you at the end of my webinars a little thank you, special note thank you or appreciation gift. And this time I want to give you 2 announcements before they even go out. And the first one is Mega Sale December 11th for Exception products. If you're not in our e-blast, you can actually sign up on our website, and you will be getting an announcement. And we also have the end of the year free shipping December 18th. So I want you to mark your calendars, take advantage of these sales that we offer. We appreciate every single one of you, and we always want to deliver the best and help you and your practice to grow. I want to thank you all for being here again. I want you to know that you are the highlight of my month. I look forward to meeting with you every month, sharing information, connecting, building a community, and just being of support to each other. I learn with you guys every day. When I talk to you, I listen to myself, and I'm reminded of all these things that are important to always learn and be up to date in the industry as it moves really, really fast. This is the last webinar of the year. We won't have one in December, so I'm going to miss you guys, but we'll connect in January We will be doing one webinar for stem cells versus growth factors, and then we'll have our first podcast next year, which I'm excited about. I'm going to have a special guest speaker that is going to share his story about dealing and struggling with very little. So it's be very interesting. See you all next year, and thank you again for your ongoing support. Thank you again. Great working with you. Can't wait for next year where we'll be having our podcast, as I mentioned before. So stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll connect soon again. We appreciate your time.